Hi Leo, welcome to your reading for October 2019. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided to the channel. You may have planets in the sign of Leo, or you're in love with a Leo. I mean, who hasn't been, right? Yeah. Anyway, guys, welcome. I'm so happy you found me. I pray you receive your message today. Something, if you're watching, you're seeking. Seeking is a good thing, right? Seeking is what gives us the expansion in the long run. So I'm confident you will. I'm going to go ahead and give the deck a couple shuffles. While I'm doing that, this is a great time for you to just take in, a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you're just trying to center yourself is what you're doing. While you're centering yourself, it's a great time to ask your guides to come in, give you some type of confirmation. And then trust. I look at tarot readings as potential. This is what is potentially available. I don't think, I think everything's available. Everything is a potential. And my readings are about how to reach my highest potential, whether that be in love, whether it be in career. So it's a lot of energy work in my readings, I've noticed. And that's how my guides direct me to help you. All right, let's begin. It's weird. I'm noticing my cards are like breaking themselves up in these even little piles. Not sure why. Okay, let's see what's going on. October 2019. Many of you know now, time is fluid. We have the Five of Wands. Someone left a comment the other day addressing what I was talking about. Sometimes a reading a year ago can be exactly what you need right now. So don't fixate on the date. Sometimes you accidentally run across a video and you're watching it, and then it gets to the end and you're like, oh my God, that was last year. And all of a sudden nothing resonates when the whole thing was really helping to guide you. So just forget the time, right? Because this is energy. So it meets you when you meet it. It's at the perfect time. And someone left a comment and said that's exactly what happened to them. They were watching a video a year ago and it was blowing them away. So, okay, Five of Wands, Five of Wands. Wow, we have the Seven of Wands. So we have the Five of Wands, we have the Seven of Wands. We have a lot of aggressive energy right here. A lot of aggressive energy. We have the Queen of Wands. First of all, we have all fire so far. Queen of Wands could certainly be you, another Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius. We have the Five of Pentacles. Wow. And we have the Chariot. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I feel like the Chariot is our saving grace here. Let's try to get all of our cards out, and then we'll break this baby down. The first thing I want to say, even though I wanted to wait to talk, I feel like one of the major things right here, maybe it's a question someone has, and it's about moving away from, kind of a stressful time in that. I want to move away from that. I'm in an energy where I am, it's very aggressive. But I have you wanting to leave it. And then I do have you leaving it. It's like I am just seeking some harmony in my life. I am seeking some peace and quiet in my life. I am... I had the Fool. Someone wants a fresh start. Someone definitely wants a fresh start. I'm going to give this 3 shuffles, see if anything else wants to come out. Wow, we have the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. You don't see Leo and the Hangman energy too often. Many times if a Leo's in the Hangman position, they're not in a great place in their life, because usually, you're not someone who's going to overthink something. You're not someone who tends to stay where you don't feel welcomed. If I don't feel welcomed, I gotta go. I gotta go. And I feel like you have been in that type of energy for a while. So you definitely want to leave this type of energy behind. It is the energy of needing to defend myself. I'm always defending myself. And, with the 5 of Wands behind that, I'm wondering if, the energy of being in competition, right? Someone feels like they're in competition with me. 7 of Wands tells me that you rise, okay, that you do rise, and that you, from this energy, will leave. I feel like mentally, you've already left, even though we still have the Hangman over here. Look at that, the 7 of Swords underneath it. I have a feeling maybe you're getting accused of a lot of things, right? Someone's just like always accusing you of something. And it's like, ugh, can't take it anymore. Can't take it. And then underneath that, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Well, hello. So you're feeling, it's like that longing, not even a longing, because there's this feeling, there's something, right, that my abundance lies out there. It doesn't lie within these walls anymore. It's out there. And I want to get it, right? I want to meet up with it. Yet, all this energy around you. I can tell you right now, before we even move into the next deck, to move forward, it's saying I need to clear. I can't take all this with me, all right? I just can't take it with me. I can't even take that attitude with me. I got to be willing to leave it all behind. I got to be willing to, drop 50%. If that's what it takes. I got to be willing to walk in the next beginning struggle of independence, if that's what it takes, right? And it is what it's going to take. It is going to take a little uncomfortableness to move you into the sunshine, back where you're meant to be. So willing, say, well, and why would you say no to that? Because, okay, so it's going to be a little uncomfortable for me going forward, but look what's going on. Almost like day to day, on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you're waiting for something. Maybe you're waiting for opportunity to come to you, but I feel like this is about you. I know that it's out there. So I don't feel like my fear is I'm going to fail. It's more about Like, I want to go this way, but I have all this, and maybe I can't just throw it to the curb. Maybe I have to organize and, make sure that's taken care of. Maybe I have to do some of those things. But right now, I feel like a lot of this is just in my mind, what I truly want. Okay. I'm going to bring out the Crystal Vision. I've been using the Cosmic Tarot, and I just feel like changing it up a little bit for you, giving you a little bit more. It feels kind of dark in here. I like it sunny when I'm doing your reading. And it is sunny, but it feels a little dark in here. Just saw the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. Just saw the Hierophant. So, we have potentially the energy of Virgo and Taurus. Maybe together, maybe just two separate energies. It's still there, the Hermit. Like, I'm not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. You can try. You can try to get rid of me, but I'm lurking there. Okay. You ready? We're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this, and I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit of a rocky road. I know that the outcome is light, joyful. I know that, okay, but I know that we got to get through this first. So let's go ahead and break this down a little bit, guys. I have the Knight of Swords. Maybe I'm trying to get an apology out of someone's trying to get an apology out of me, and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. Six of Swords. Look at that. I just got to accept what it is, and I've got to move on. So this is definitely moving on from something. If I'm waiting for an apology, I just don't feel like it's going to happen. But I'm also feeling like, do you really need it? You don't need it. You don't need it. It's the kind of thing where a lot of this has been ego energy. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I just got to kind of, chalk it up to experience and move on. Anyway, Six of Swords is the same energy to me as the Fool, except I have a little baggage. And this is what the next journey is about. It is about dropping this baggage, right? Maybe it doesn't happen immediately, but I'm beginning the process. I'm willing, and I'm willing to put down my need to have that apology. I'm willing to, maybe, I don't know, whatever it is. I feel like it feels important, but in the reality of things, it's not. Okay? Maybe to you it still is. Someone may not be accepting an apology the way that it was meant to come in. And listen, this could certainly be the energy. If I feel like if you've been, you've been accused of something over and over and over and over and over again, don't buy into the concept, well then, if I'm going to be accused of it, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Don't do that. Okay? Instead, I'd rather see you walk away from it. I feel like it's important, for whatever the reason, to walk away from this with as much, I was going to say dignity, but wouldn't that mean that your pride's still up? Because my pride needs to come down, right? And a lot of people are like, oh man, I don't want to do that, especially Leo. My pride's everything, right? But here, it's saying, don't put so much importance on needing to get what I feel like I need to get, however that is. Because it's one of those things where down the road, you may look back and say, I can't believe I stayed so long. Right? I can't believe my life now. Look at my life now compared to then, night and day. I'm sure you've done this a few times through your life. But this is that same energy. It's night and day. So whatever this battle is, in the long run, gotta let it go. I'm trying to change someone. I'm trying to, I'm trying to warm them up, or someone feels like they're trying to warm you up. It's about letting it go. To each our own. To each our own. We can only change ourselves. I have the Page of Swords, and I have the Three of Pentacles. There may be a few of you who are being criticized for a choice that you're making that relates to your career and how you make your money, or how you want to make your money. This is also falling with the Queen of Wands, at the corner, which would be at her right. So this is something that she wants to come in her life. And she or he, by the way, because I definitely feel like I'm talking to some guys too. Anyway, I feel like someone just criticizing, feeling the weight of someone's criticism on my shoulders. And, clearly the hangman here, again, not moving forward, right? Not moving forward because of. There may be someone out there who wants to join a business, an organization, wants to collaborate, and I feel like someone around you does not want you to do that. Just not. Maybe it could be a little jealousy. It could be. And I also want to say, I feel like a lot of you having like your voice stifled. Like your voice has been stifled. Just realized all this sword energy up here. It looks dark. It looks dismal. It looks overcast. Well, kind of like I said here, the sun is out, but it doesn't seem sunny. But that changes. So I feel like, who I want to collaborate, or where I want to go, where I want to take my career, where I want to begin something with my career, I feel like you have, it feels right. It definitely feels right. And I feel like the argument coming from the other side, I do feel like it's based out of fear, some jealousy. The fights may have gotten so bad, that two people do walk away from each other. Maybe neither one apologizes. No one sees their way as they walk away from each other. And what I mean by that is it's not resolved. It's not resolved. And maybe at this moment, it won't be. Not meant to be. Maybe at this moment, because I feel like I've got to not worry about that right now. Because you're heading towards something else, okay? Something else that changes your atmosphere. Let's keep going. I don't know why, but I'm getting this picture of like a river rock. And maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody's starting something where you're taking river rocks and doing something with them. Something, I don't know if it's spiritual, but Maybe you're painting them. I have the Nine of Cups. That's kind of beautiful. So, this is what you're heading towards. Nine of Cups is self-fulfillment. You know, over here, it's just me it's just me wanting someone else to fill me up with happiness. Am I expecting them to be in charge of my happiness, of my well-being, right? Am I putting too much stock on them to take care of me in that way? This is the energy of knowing that true happiness comes within me. There is no one else. You know, I mean, people make us happy, don't get me wrong. This is different. This is like a very harmonious feeling. This is where I am not focusing on the negatives on the world. You know how when like life gets bad, you turn on the news and it just makes you madder and madder, right? Because look at the injustices of the world. Like what am I even doing here? You know, that type of. This is. I'm not going to turn on the news. I'm going to turn on a comedy, right? I'm not going to do. You know, I'm not going to look at the tragedies. I'm going to look at the heroes that arose from the tragedies. It's a different perspective. It's a different way of being, and it's a much lighter energy. Leo, it's where you are meant to be. You thrive. We all thrive in this energy, but you really thrive in this energy. So, you know, listen, you know, whoever this is that I'm potentially leaving behind, if they tell me I can't make it, well, I know otherwise. So I know within my soul that I can. Doesn't mean I'm not nervous. Doesn't mean all that doesn't exist. Doesn't mean that those thoughts don't pop up in my head. They do. They do. And that's exactly what I'm getting tired of. Right? I'm starting to realize that your opinion of me doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter anymore. Some people you just cannot change. Most people. Let's keep going. I'm curious what's coming next. We have the Ten of Swords. So we have the Ten of Swords coming over the Five of Pentacles. Now, I forgot to tell you, in this spread, the second deck is not, I'm not clarifying, it's part of the reading, okay? So we put just as much value in this as we do this. They each hold value here. So we have the Ten of Swords. That is the energy of, oh my God, I don't know if I can take one more day. It's the energy of feeling like, you know, everyone's out to get me. I cannot win. I cannot win. It doesn't matter what I do, what I say. A lot of this is communication is just array. You know, communication is a disaster. Then you have the Five of Pentacles following that. So it shows me you leaving that. You're leaving it behind, right? You know, maybe someone's breaking up with you. Maybe. But you know the way they are. So that hurts when someone breaks up with us, right? But in the long run, and maybe this is why I'm saying, like, in the long run, this will have no weight in your world. So somebody's breaking up with me, right? Maybe they're being an ass to get me to break up with them because maybe they don't have any balls, right? But nonetheless, you know, it's a blessing. Can I just say that? It's a blessing. It's kind of like a tower secretly popping in here to push you forward because your atmosphere is going to change, right? Five of Pentacles, It tells us again that, the movement forward may be a little uncomfortable, but it also tells us that there will be helpful people in place for you. They'll just pop up out of the woodwork. I'm telling you. Especially when you're on the right journey. You're always on the right journey. Maybe it's the way I see the journey, the perspective of my journey. What I choose to illuminate, right? Do I choose to illuminate the negative or the positive? You have the Chariot here, so I know there is a need to balance them both to truly move into the energy that you want, to change this, to get out of these swords. I don't like you in swords. And you guys know, I very seldom talk negative about past people in our lives because I know they always have value. No matter what, there's some type of value or it just wouldn't exist. So I'm usually saying give someone another chance, isn't it? But I have to tell you, here, this is karmic all the way. Even if I feel this is a soulmate, the energy that I was talking about earlier, it's showing us that, there's a whole lot of life left, and you got to get in it. Okay, let's keep going. I think that you are. I think that you are. There's a magician just popping up like that. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn, and we have the Magician. The Magician to me is a few things. It's strength. It's a reminder that moving forward, it's the one moving forward on this new path. Don't forget about everything you've built, right? Through many lifetimes, you've been building your arsenal, let's say. You have it all. Maybe you just forgot the password or something. You forgot. But you have it. That's the first thing the Magician tells us. Number two, don't forget that you're co-creating, right? So don't think that everything has been written, right? You're creating as you go. You're creating as you go. And don't forget about the power that you have within you to create the world that you want. I know what kind of world you want now, right? You want, man, I want it chilled for a while. I want to look at the Devil here. I do feel like this is Capricorn's energy, but I'm not sure if the Capricorn coming or going. Part of the, in this Ten of Swords, though, excuse me, the Hierophant was in reverse, though. So I feel like this is, for some of you, this was a marriage. I feel like it's a marriage, it's ending. I'm saying marriage could be just commitment, but that's strong commitment. What it tells me is there is a weight to this relationship, whether that be through time, through effort. This wasn't just at least in my eyes, a just for now person. This is maybe someone that I thought I would spend the rest of my life with. Anyway, I'm not, and I just got to accept that. Wow, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I just got to accept that. It's not going to happen. Not now, anyway. Let's keep going. Let's start to move into the lighter energy, and let's see what the Chariot's going to require from us. Now, the Chariot is the card of Cancer. I just did Cancer's reading yesterday. I have the Page of Wands. So, I'm sorry, the Page of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, younger energy. If it's a person, I kind of don't feel like it's a person here, but if it's a person, could also be someone who, at a younger time. Anyway, the Page of Cups coming over this Chariot energy. And the Chariot coming below the Seven of Wands. So what is it that I need to work on to bring the Chariot to me? The Chariot I seek. And when I seek it, I'm telling the divine, I have control over my emotions. I have awareness of my part in anything that I should be aware of. I am going through a phase of healing oneself. This is more about you than anything else, okay? So, healing of oneself. And I have to go, even though the Nine of Cups comes before the Page of Cups, it's almost like I can't get into this Nine of Cups beautiful energy until I go through the Page of Cups. Like, whoosh, gotta go back and whoop, go through it. It's like I skipped one class and I can't get my report card until I finish that class. Gotta go back. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out with that. Oh, just saw the Two Cups. With the Five of Cups. So I got someone on my mind. It's like I make this move. I'm ready to make this transition. But then you have someone on your mind. Alright, tell me more about who this is. You're missing someone. You're missing someone. I have the Page of Wands. And I have the Ace of Pentacles. First of all, I feel like you're missing your old life. You're missing the way you used to be. You're missing your adventurous spirit. I feel like you've been stifled for a while in life. Like you have been stifled for a while. I like that the Ace of Pentacles is following that. Some of you, it's weird. I feel like you're going back. But when I say you're going back with a purpose of building something new. You have something in mind, or someone in mind. And there's purpose behind that. So this is me wanting to take action in it. More than wanting to. I think you do. I think you do. Some of you, it's about moving into, the things that I've wanted to do, my passions. I don't know, there's another word I'm looking for. Like I used to play the keyboard when I was growing up. I played the piano and the keyboard, and I knew that it brought me a sense of calmness. But then life happens and you put it down, you forget about it. This is about going back and picking it back up. It's time. Pick it back up. That same calmness that it brought you then, it will bring you now. Some of you, literally, I feel like you're either starting a band, because I do feel like this is something I'm doing with more just, I'm doing my thing. But for some of you, it's inviting other people in. That's why I'm seeing it as like a band. So, going back, picking it back up, and allowing it to bring you the same comfort that it brought you at an earlier time. Interesting. And that's also falling over the Fool's energy, so I like that. Okay, I want a little more. Hello, Ace of Cups. Hello, Leo. The Sun. Ace of Cups. Coming under such beautiful energy of the Ace of Pentacles here, right? It's about me now living from my desires, my dreams. And I feel a lot of it's things that I put down, dreams that I had that got pushed away, got swept under the carpet, for whatever the reason. Life, just life. And then decisions that I made. Maybe I have a little regret over decisions that I made. I should have gone this way. I should have gone that way. But don't, because everything's always working out as it's meant to. And you are meant to now find that passion again. Okay, because I'll be damned if it's not out there. I mean, it's out there and it's just waiting for you. Great things are always waiting for us to get our vibration to match with it. It's not that, I mean, that's why I think everything is possible. We just have to take our vibration to that point. That's part of what you learn within the Page of Cups, not just controlling my emotions, but understanding my path, understanding who I am, right? I need to understand that I'm not just this human vessel. I'm spirit, I'm soul. Right? I'm part of the collective. There is no one like me. There just isn't. And why, if who we uniquely are isn't important, then why were we made different? Why weren't we just made like ants, all the same? So, those are the things that you seek. Those are the questions that you seek, and you receive. And with that understanding, I'm telling you, your whole mindset changes. Unconditional love surrounding you. Opportunity surrounding you. You're meeting up with it, though. This is not about the hangman, right? Hangman is the energy that's allowed to leave. It's at our left. It's allowed to leave now. That's the awareness. Oh, what do you mean? I'm allowed to live my life the way I want to? Uh-huh. Yep. I don't need anyone else's permission. Nope. You don't need anyone's permission. Even if you're married, right? It's always your choice. Your choice, your choice, your choice. Does this mean love is waiting? Some of you, there is, again, that energy maybe of even going back home. Going back home. That's where my love waits, right? So let's continue with this. I want to dig into this a little bit. I'm going to pick these up. Don't forget, we have the Magician. So we're part of this creation. We're seeing it one way, but, you're putting your own spices in the cake. So your cake is going to taste different than my cake, right? It's the spices that you choose. Okay, I'm going to look a little deeper. This Ace of Cups and the Sun. Because it's coming over the Chariot and the Fool, it's quite beautiful. It tells me the Ace of Cups. Okay, so when I have this balanced energy and the universe agrees that I'm matching what it is I want, then a Chariot magically shows up for me, right? I manifest it to me. I know after I get on this metaphorical chariot, where it takes me is where my love exists. Now, is this someone I already know? I don't know. I don't think it even matters here. It's just telling me this is where it exists. Here you are in your unique, authentic form. Leah's back. I always notice the butterflies in your card. Sunflowers. We have the Five of Swords. This is walking away, right? Just walking away. It's almost telling me like I'm looking for a solution before I move forward. Well, maybe there just is no solution. Maybe the solution is moving forward, right? Which means walking away. Maybe at this moment, there just isn't a solution. So the only thing that may eventually give me that may be some time, right? Time in between. Yeah, I'm seeing the white wedding dress again. Some of you may have gotten a call. The Queen of Swords may have gotten a call from someone of your past. Well, I'm saying of your past, but you may have even just met someone and you felt kind of flirty, and it just kind of their energy has made you feel good. Made you feel good. Made you feel like a woman again. Made you feel like a man again. And, I feel like it was a small trigger for you. Like maybe this person has no more importance other than it was to trigger that response within yourself. So you understood that you deserved that. It felt good. It felt good. Why can't I live my whole life that way? You can. If someone else can't give it to you, give it to yourself. But, you got to demand respect at the same time. So anyway, I feel like it was a little trigger for you from Divine. Now, others of you, I do feel like you may have gotten a call from someone from your past. I have the Queen of Swords here, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, I feel like, some type of communication came in, and that may have been your trigger to then move forward. I feel like whatever comes in, it's a trigger to then move you into, back on your authentic path, back into your authentic energy. Look at that, the Ace of Swords. So this tells me it's positive communication. It's something that you desired. For some of you, you may be making this communication. You're right. This may be someone that you've thought about for such a long time, and you're just, because I know you're fed up over here, and you may be like, you know what? I'm just going to pick up the phone, and I'm just going to see. I'm just going to say, hi, how are you? Just thinking about you. Just thinking about you. And the conversation begins. Do I like advising you to do this when you're in another relationship? Of course I don't. But we're not, we're not perfect. I don't know. Anyway, to me it's positive. Okay, let's stay on that track for a second. Just let the cards talk to us. I feel like it's the beginning of love growing. This communication is the beginning. Again, it's like the spark, the trigger. Maybe it's the trigger in their life now because, I pick up the phone, I call, I was just thinking about you. I was just remembering, I was remembering this time, and, I was laughing and I was thinking, and I thought, what, I'm just going to call you. I'm just going to say hi. And it strikes up a conversation. I just feel love blossoming, guys. I don't know. And can I also say that I feel this person, you can be yourself with. There may be some nervousness in the beginning, but I feel deep down like I can be myself. This person likes me for who I am as a person, right? They like my personality. They get me in that way. I have the Four of Cups. It's shown in reverse, and I took note of that. Because I do feel like it's the ending of that energy. This tells you, make your decisions based on reality. Is that the word I want to say? Versus illusion. But it's about taking chances. Sitting idle doesn't really get you anywhere. So, take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance. What can you lose? If we want to reach out to someone and we're so fearful, what can we lose if we're not talking to them now anyway? They're not in our life now anyway. Who would get upset about someone just saying, hey, it's just so weird. I was having this crazy memory of this and I thought of you and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to call and see how you're doing. I have the Page of Pentacles. I have the Eight of Cups. Some of you are going back to school, taking some classes. King of Cups. And how beautiful that Temperance finishes this. Card of Sagittarius with the King of Cups also. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You've had Cancer quite a bit in here. But Temperance, you all know what I think about Temperance, right? She tells us, you can't rush perfection. Like, don't rush things. But that doesn't mean stay within things either, right? This is actively pursuing what I want. Sometimes it says the divine is waiting on us to meet up with an energy. Where we're like, where is it? Why isn't it coming in? Hello? Sandy said love would come in. Where is it? What Sandy said is you need to meet up with it, right? And that means when my energy is matching what it is I truly desire, then what I truly desire finds its way to me. Now, I got to let go of the way it has to come. Like, what's the package you got to look? I want unconditional love. Well, maybe Charlie is your person, but you have your eye on Frank. But Charlie, right? So, first of all, I'd say if you're in that situation, slow down, take your time, date them both. You'll figure that out as you're dating, right? As you're like, don't rush. Take your time. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Temperance tells you, there's no right or wrong. You go whatever direction you want. Left, right, George, Harry, whatever direction you want. But whatever direction you take it with a balanced energy. And naturally, the choices that show will just be of a higher vibration. So, and I do feel it's a little bit of divine saying, we needed to wait until you had some, what do I want to say? I feel like I've been in the energy of daydreaming. Just daydreaming. But I'm not feeling that is benefiting me, Sometimes I do. I do. I feel like our imagination is such a great tool. But here I feel like I'm kind of just daydreaming. Maybe I'm in the energy of, nothing's going to get better. Just always going to be this way. I want to say bullshit to that, by the way. Because everything changes. It always changes. We just got to change with it. We can sit back and be the hangman and refuse it. Put a great resistance against this change where it's showing us the uncomfortableness is just for a second. And then everything just lightens up. You won't regret where you're going. You will regret not moving forward. Anyway, I just feel like you do, though. I just feel like you do. And, and some of you are going on a little bit of an emotional journey going forward, but you're going through it for clarity. I'm not going, I'm not no longer keeping my mind low. What I'm doing is I'm seeking some answers. This is the time to think about you. This is the time to go after what you want. I feel like this is also a time then, as I move forward, just drop the expectations and allow what will be to be, and think about where your vibration is with that. Wherever my vibration is, that's what will meet me on the road. That's what I will meet on the road. So, I have different roads I can take. Maybe going the same direction. I can take the low road, I can take the high road. I can take the low road. Maybe you're at that crossroads. Which way do I go? Choose a light. Why not? Why not? I mean, haven't you walked enough through the dark? If you could choose the light, choose the light. But, this is just all about you living within your own desires now and making them come to life. Remember thinking. I mean, it's up to you. You can stay in that energy for as long as you want. But this is showing me all the potentials that wait for you. So you have that Ace of Pentacles, right? You have that Ace of Cups. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Fool. You have the Sun. Whether it's your energy or not, it's the sun. It's illumination of brighter, happier days. Some of you are literally just going home again. And just knowing like it's just where I need to be, right? It is where my sun is at. So I say go for the ride. Go for the ride. I think I'm going to leave it there. Pretty awesome. I don't know. Not the beginning, but I knew the beginning was going to be difficult. But look at potential of where we go. So I'm just going to say enjoy the ride, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for just allowing me to be me. And thank you for being you. Thank you for your beautiful comments. I love hearing about your stories. You never have to apologize for putting your story there. I love reading about your stories. It's really where the spark begins, let's say, between us all. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.